Hi, this is Nikki Woods with Melba Moore and Phil Perry as we go beyond the studio on blackamericaweb.com. And now we have a collaboration. We have a new CD. It's called The Gift of Love. Tell me a little bit about how this kind of was born, this collaboration between you
Well,
two.
okay. Well, I did a project for Time in Life that was actually headed by David Nathan, who's a columnist, and he's always written over the last 25 years or so about great soul artists. And one of the one of the songs was a duet with my protege Freddie Jackson, and it went very well. So he thought, well, maybe you should do a whole project of duets. And he took the idea to Freddie, but Freddie had something else to do, so he declined. So he
Freddie
took
Jackson was busy.
he was busy.
For
He was too busy for his
his mentor.
mentor. So David took the idea to Shaniki Records, and Shaniki suggested Phil, and I screamed on my high A flat. Was it an A flat? Or B flat? B flat is higher. Yes!
Oh my goodness.
That's how it began.
And-
Right, Phil?
Yes.
Okay.
And so were there, I guess, with you both being so big and popular and talented in
trying to
your
say,
own.
Nikki?
Well, no, see, I mean, as in your stardom, as I suck in my gut. No, and talented in your own right. Did you have any hesitation about trying to partner up? Because not all partnerships work.
The only hesitation that I had, having a working knowledge of what she had done in the past and having such respect for her craft and her artistry, was whether or not I would fit in the classic duet style of the songs that immediately came to mind about the project. It's one thing to be a solo artist and to sing by yourself and do your own background
Right.
and that kind of stuff. It's quite another thing when another artist, a Tony Award winning artist, happens to be the individual that you're paired with. It makes you raise the bar, your quality bar, up considerably just to be in the same league with her.
Well, I felt the same way. So, I mean, because he's skipping to the part when we start to pick the music.
Right.
That I feel that regardless of who the artists are, then there has to be mutual respect for how they express themselves, for what they bring to the table in terms of notoriety or fame, and their style and everything. And if it's going to go together.
And the wonderful thing about working with Melba is every opportunity that you get to work with a new artist, you also, in that opportunity, have the opportunity to grow and to learn different ways of doing the same thing and to become more perceptive.
And that's interesting because I think that's one of the questions that we ask a lot of the younger artists, a lot of the newer artists, like how do you continue to reinvent yourself? But for you two, is that still something you look at? How you continue to
Absolutely.
grow and continue to reinvent
Absolutely.
yourself?
I think growth for any artist in any genre of music or in any genre of life, growth is important.
Right.
When you think you know everything, you're probably on your way out and you're the only one that doesn't know it.
Very well said. Growth is, I mean, it's a great challenge because once we finally get something, it's very uncomfortable. Growing, that's why they call it growing pains, is uncomfortable. So you want to get comfortable, but you can't allow that to happen. You have a small amount of comfort while you do what you're doing till you've played that part, that era out, and then it's, I don't know, I shouldn't say unfortunately, but God does something new, so you've got to make the change or you get left out.
Yeah, and the relationship that I had with one of the producers, Chris Davis, who is a phenomenally talented man. We discussed laying the bed down so that when Melba came, almost everything was done.
And that was going to be my question. I mean, did you all go in advance and work together and practice and gear up for this, or was it something
No,
where
but
you all were just able to come in
but
and
we
do?
did lay out a strategy of agreement, so I
Right.
basically inherited them. But I
Right.
know Chris's work and I know Phil's work, so I'm the one that benefits.
Well, what we, in a nutshell, what we did was formulate the track and the backgrounds so that by the time it was time for us to do the lead vocals, everything was done. The whole arrangement was there.
It's like a roadway,
Yeah, all we needed to do was have the
Stay
lead
within
vocals
that
there to put the colors in.
and stay within that. And that kind that, whether you know it or not, on any production, that's what kind of guides you as to how you're going to express yourself, how far you go, where you go. That's your limit. That's your path. So with Chris and Phil, I had a wonderful path. It
just
was a
followed
yellow
along,
brick
right?
road, honey.
I was trying not to bring up the Wiz reference, but it was right there.
Okay.
It was right there. So, but together you've done this, but separately now, what are you doing, Phil? What are you working on?
Well, I'm presently just working on promoting this project. I imagine early next year I may start to do a solo record, but you never know. Early next year we might be doing a follow-up record to this. So I'm just kind of open. I have some dates. I'll be touring with Norman Brown over the summer in some isolated dates. Melba and I have a couple of dates in Boston and Jacksonville. Is it Jacksonville, Florida? Somewhere in Florida.
They're being set now.
Yeah, and I'm just going to try to stay as busy as I can and stay open to the opportunities that are presented to me.
I'm basically doing the same thing because we really want to give quality time to the support of the promotion and the tour possibilities for the CD, because people are really responding to it very, very well. So we have an opportunity to do a major tour.
Well, the CD is Gift of Love, and it's in stores, it's in Walmart, and it's available online. What
Yes.
are your website addresses so people can get the CD and also follow what you all are doing?
I'm at
individually?
philperry.net. That's my web page. And my email is pepsongs@aol.com.
You enunciate so well.
I have to. When I was younger, I had a bad stuttering
Oh, really?
problem. And
I
I
didn't
went
know that.
to Catholic school.
Mhm.
And so the nuns worked with me about my stuttering.
By cracking him over his knuckles. No.
Actually,
With a
what they
ruler.
made me do was stand in front of a mirror and read, and every third word look at myself.
Really?
So that I couldn't focus on the stuttering. I was more focused on the reading.
Wow.
And if I could say, you can buy the CD on my website, melbamore.com at AOL. And all of the major internet
all of the
outlets.
iTunes and
Yeah.
Amazon,
Yeah,
and,
Amazon,
and
CD
Walmart,
Baby,
and
all
those.
those, yeah.
Okay. Well, it is the Gift of Love, and we appreciate you, Phil Perry and Melba Moore. And the In Studio Jam is up on blackamericaweb.com right now, so you can hear some of the new music. And also, you did an extra BAW In Studio Jam yesterday that's available as well.
Check it out.
Thank you so much. I'm Nikki Woods, and this is Beyond the Studio on blackamericaweb.com.